Greetings, everyone. Today, I'll share a tale about one of the most influential and widely discussed leaders globally, Vladimir Putin, Russia's president. His life resembles a cinematic saga brimming with challenges, action, and triumphs. This isn't merely a leader's story, it's about how a young boy with grand ambitions rose to become a towering figure on the world stage. So, settle in, unwind, and listen closely. This narrative will not only enhance your English but also motivate you to trust in your potential. Let's begin with his early years, where it all started. Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin was born on October 7, 1952, in Leningrad, now known as St. Petersburg, Russia. He was the youngest of 3 siblings, but tragically, his 2 elder brothers passed away before his birth, leaving him as his parents' sole child, Maria Ivanovna Putina and Vladimir Spiridonovich Putin. His family resided in a modest apartment, far from the spacious homes we know today with private bedrooms and kitchens. They lived in a communal flat, an old building where multiple families shared a single kitchen and bathroom. Picture waiting in line to use the restroom or navigating a crowded kitchen as families cooked at different times, with the aroma of their meals mingling in the air. This was the environment young Vladimir grew up in. Back then, privacy was scarce. Families like Putin's adapted to this way of life, common in Russia post-World War II, without complaints. Leningrad had endured immense destruction during the war, and its people were still rebuilding. Food was scarce, and life was harsh. Putin's father, injured in the war, and his mother, who worked tirelessly to support the family, faced these hardships head-on. Vladimir's parents adored him but were firm, instilling values of perseverance and hard work. Little did they know their small, slender son would one day lead their nation. As a child, Putin wasn't physically imposing. He was slight and often targeted by bullies in his neighborhood. But he refused to be intimidated. Instead, at age 12, he took up judo and a Russian martial art, training daily. His goal wasn't just to win bouts but to forge confidence and discipline. Over time, he excelled, earning a judo black belt. Even now, he credits judo for teaching him to stay composed and think clearly under pressure. While other children aspired to be doctors, engineers, or teachers, Vladimir had a distinct dream: to become a spy. Inspired by tales of the KGB, the Soviet Union's formidable intelligence agency, he was determined to join its ranks. Becoming a KGB officer required intelligence, discipline, and education. Putin focused on his studies, improving steadily despite not being a top student initially. He also mastered German, a skill that would later prove invaluable. Life in the communal flat was tough. Each morning, his mother rose early to cook breakfast in the shared kitchen, often waiting for her turn at the stove amid neighbors' meals. Disputes over kitchen use were common. Vladimir ate simple fare like bread with butter and tea before heading to school. After classes, he helped his mother with chores. His family wasn't wealthy, but material possessions didn't drive him, his KGB dream did. After high school, Putin enrolled at Leningrad State University, a prestigious institution, studying law, a strategic choice, as the KGB often recruited lawyers. At university, he was reserved but diligent, earning respect from professors for his sharp intellect and discipline. In 1975, his dream materialized: he joined the KGB. For a boy from a humble background, this was monumental, donning the uniform of a global intelligence powerhouse. Putin began as a covert operative, working discreetly to safeguard his nation. His first major posting was in East Germany during the Cold War, A period of intense global rivalry between the Soviet Union and the United States. There, he honed his German fluency and navigated complex scenarios, thriving on the challenges of espionage. These experiences laid the groundwork for his future leadership. Putin excelled as a KGB officer, but in 1989, the fall of the Berlin Wall and the Soviet Union's decline shifted his path. Returning to Leningrad, now St. Petersburg, in 1990, he left the KGB in 1991 to pursue a new chapter. Initially, he took a modest role at Leningrad State University, assisting a former professor. But opportunity soon arose. Anatoly Sobchak, St. Petersburg's mayor, needed a reliable aide. Putin secured the position, marking his entry into politics. Though not yet a politician, he quickly adapted, managing projects and ensuring the city's smooth operation. His quiet efficiency and problem-solving skills earned notice. Unlike flashy politicians, Putin spoke sparingly but impactfully, staying calm under pressure. His loyalty to Sobchak, even during tough times, built trust among colleagues. When Sobchak lost his mayoral post in 1996, Putin's role ended. Undeterred, he moved to Moscow, starting anew in the Russian government with minor roles. His composure and competence caught the eye of President Boris Yeltsin. In 1999, Yeltsin appointed Putin prime minister, a major leap. Russia faced dire challenges. A weak economy, rampant corruption, and waning public morale. Putin tackled these head-on, introducing anti-corruption measures and reorganizing governance. His resolve began restoring public faith. On December 31, 1999, Yeltsin shocked the nation by resigning and naming Putin acting president. On January 1, 2000, Putin assumed the role, diving into Russia's issues with urgency. He prioritized economic recovery, crime reduction, and national strength. Addressing the Chechen conflict, he took a firm stance, bolstering his popularity among Russians craving stability. In March 2000, Putin won the presidential election decisively, launching a new era. He enacted reforms to boost the economy, healthcare, and military. As his influence grew, so did his wealth, with reports of lavish assets like jets, yachts, and a valuable watch collection. Yet, Putin remains private about his riches, focusing on his duties. He married Lyudmila Shkrebneva in 1983, and they had 2 daughters, Maria and Katerina, kept out of the spotlight for their safety. In 2013, the couple divorced amicably, citing drifted paths. Rumors about his personal life persist, but Putin keeps it guarded. Despite controversies over his authoritative style and media control, Putin's goal remains unwavering: a strong, respected Russia. His journey from a cramped Leningrad flat to global leadership exemplifies how determination and discipline can transform a life. In the 2000s, Putin tackled Russia's broken systems. The economy struggled, with widespread poverty and crumbling infrastructure. He implemented strict policies, reformed businesses, and leveraged Russia's oil and gas wealth to rebuild. Military modernization followed, transforming Russia's armed forces into a global powerhouse. Recognizing the media's influence, Putin aligned major networks with his government, a controversial but stabilizing move. He also curbed the power of oligarchs, ensuring the state's authority. Globally, he rebuilt Russia's standing, forging ties with nations like China and asserting influence in the Middle East. Putin's luxurious lifestyle, palaces, jets, and a Black Sea mansion contrasts with his private persona. He enjoys adventure, from horseback riding to diving, and maintains a disciplined routine with swimming and gym workouts. His strongman image, cultivated through activities like judo and piloting jets, reinforces his leadership. In 2014, annexing Crimea sparked global controversy but domestic support, showcasing his bold strategy. Despite criticism for restricting freedoms, Putin defends his approach as essential for stability. He balances toughness with softer traits, like his love for dogs and classical music. Putin's legacy is multifaceted. He's modernized Russia while preserving its traditions, supporting the Orthodox Church and national pride. His Eurasian Economic Union strengthens regional ties, and investments in technology and education signal a forward-looking vision. His annual direct line with Putin connects him with citizens, blending authority with accessibility. A strategic thinker, he navigates global politics like a chess grandmaster, maintaining composure under pressure. Putin's life teaches resilience, strategic planning, and staying true to one's principles, lessons for anyone aspiring to achieve greatness. From a humble Leningrad childhood to global prominence, Vladimir Putin's story is one of relentless ambition and adaptability, proving that with vision and hard work, any dream is within reach.